Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraya Nasta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakte Bhavati Naistiki Harivam Tatsat Om Jnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mokam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Devataranam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhupaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah अनंत गुण वैष्णव की जय नमाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम् श्री रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय प्रभुपाद की जय 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 श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा Reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, title Spiritual Masters, verse number I think 9 no 9, 10, 11. Lord Nityananda Prabhu's glories from this chapter, as we described before. First 14 verses are crucial, and that we are touching upon verse number 7 to 11. So we are going to touch upon 9, 10, 11. So first 6 verses are describing the 6 tattvas. First verse, Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isha Avatarakan Tat Prakasam Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Sangnakam. So the Guru's spiritual masters, Vande Guru Nisha Bhaktan Isham Isha Avatarakan, apprentice and the perfected devotees. Lord Krishna's manifestation, 3 types of incarnation there, and then and is Lord Krishna's first expansion, Lord Balaram, Prakash, and then Shakti, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So total 6. And then the second verse, the third verse is establishing the supreme absolute truth. And the fourth verse is establishing external reasons. The second verse is establishing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. And then the fourth verse is explaining external reason of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then the fifth and sixth reasons are internal confidential reasons. Now from 7th to 11th, we discuss 7th verse, Lord Nityananda Prabhu's glories in great detail. And then how this whole Lord Nityananda Prabhu serves in 5 different ways in a broad category as Lord Nitya, as Lord Balaram, manifestation of the spiritual world, and as the three Purusha avatar, Karanoda Vasai Vishnu, Garbhoda Vasai Vishnu, Kshiroda Vasai Vishnu, and there's Mola Sankarshan, 3 plus 2, 5. So, but otherwise, the expansions in many different ways. In spiritual world itself, 10 different ways. As umbrella, as a bell, all those, that is explained as 10 different ways, just in that fashion also. Everything is done, but a broad category, 5 different ways. Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishna Das was explaining. And then the 8th verse is describing about Mola Sankarshan aspect. That will be recorded. But 9, 10, 11 is described here as 9th verse is describing Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Karanabdi Sai Vishnu, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Karanarna Vishnu. It's a different ways, slight difference, variation is there, but it's same personality. And then 10th verse is describing Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And then the 11th verse is describing Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu or Payobda Sai, Dugdobda Sai. Different names are given. Milky Ocean, Causal Ocean, Karana Ocean, and then Garbha Ocean, Garbha Udaka Ocean, and then the Kshirodaka Ocean, third. There's 3 different oceans. We'll chant 6 Ashtakam and we'll explain. Some details are unique to understand. Little bit, lots of philosophy as well. Here also, some intricacies are there, and some final points we can look at what the instructions are for us from these verses as well. Maya Bharta Ajanda Sanghashraya Anga Sete Sakshat Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yasyaika Amsya Sri Puman Adideva Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. Some pastime is also there in terms of his third personality, his expansion in Chaitanya Gaur Lila. There's a personality, and also there is another special person, famous person as well. We'll discuss that pastime as well. Maya Bharta Ajanda Sangha Ashtraya Anga Sete Sakshat Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yasyeka Amsa Sri Puman Adideva Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. Translation with the timing. Translation will directly go down. Translation by Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Gopal Gopal Ki Jai. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose partial representation, called Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, lying in the Karana ocean, is the original Purusha, the mask of the illusion energy and the shelter of all the universes. We'll quickly read verses and start explaining it. Yasyam, you see that Amsa, you go, because he himself is a portion, because Nityananda Prabhu explained Balaram. So then further expansion is Lord Narayan. No, Vasudeva Sankara Pradyumna Ruddha, first quadruple in the Golok Vrindavan. From that Sankarsana first quadruple comes Lord Narayan. And then from Narayan comes second quadruple Vasudeva Sankarsana Pradyumna. So this second Sankarsana called Mola Sankarsana, that is the 8th verse is describing. So 9th, 10th, 11th is describing that Mola Sankarsana's expansion. 1, 2, 3. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu Garbhodaka Kshirodaka. So that's a portion of the portion. And finally, the Kshirodaka Vishnu's further expansion is Anantadev. He's holding as a mustard seed, holding the universe on his head. There is the 4th part. So that's why here it is word. Earlier word is different. Here it is Amsya Srila Garbhoda Sai Yannapi Abjam Loka Sangatanalam Lokasrashto Sutika Damadato Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde Isyam Syamsa Srila Bodha Sai Yannavi Abjam Lokasangatanalam Lokasrashto Sutika Damadato Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. Generally, Sri word is used. I'm not sure why Srila is used. I couldn't find the reference. Generally, Srila is used for spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. For the Lord, generally Sri is used. Sri Ramachandra, Sri Krishna, Sri Nityananda, Sri Balaram. This is the upline, Lakshmi, Radha. So like that. So that's why Sri is used there. Where here spiritual master Srila is used. And third one we can understand maybe because Karana Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is there, his expansion is there as a spiritual master in Gaur Lila. So for maybe that one, but maybe there may be some other reason, but not sure. Or yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Yasyam jam sasrila garbhoda sai yannabhyabjam loka sangatanalam loka srastu sutika dama dhatu tam sri nityananda ramam prapadde. Translation by Prabhupada. I offer my full obeisance unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, partial part of whom is Sri or Bodhika Sai Vishnu. Here that is not only in the purport, in the verse only it is there. Nowhere it is that Srila again it is used anywhere. From the navel of Garbhoda Sai Vishnu sprouts the lotus that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. We repeat. I offer my full obeisance unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, partial part of whom is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu sprouts the lotus of, that is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. Last verse, see again, two times used. Karanodaka Sai Vishnu's expansion and then further expansion. That's it. Two amsas are used. Yashyamsha, amsha, 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 amsha. Three times. Isn't it? Portion. Amsha, amsha, amsha. Three times. Yashyamsha, amsha, amsha, paratma akilanam. Posta Vishnor Bhati Dugdabdasai, Payobdasai, Dugdab, milk. Different ways it is used. Kshauni Bharta Yat Kala So Api Ananta Bharta. Remember that. Bharta means maintain, husband. So three Bhartas. Maya Bharta. Here it is mentioned. Kshauni Bharta. See that how it is used. So that you heard. These are Sanskrit. Yeah. Kshauni means earth here. Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadde. Translation by Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisance to the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is Vishnu, lying in the ocean of milk. That Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all universes. Sheshanaga is his further sub-part, further down. That is Ananta Sesh. Sheshanaga means. He is the one, when annihilation is happening, transferring from there. Ananta Sesh. From him only this power comes and it is transferred to Rudras and then they do the annihilation. Repeat. I offer my respectful obeisance to the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Kshirodaka Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. Seshanaga is his further support. So we'll understand these verses 9, 10, 11. Basically, first their names we'll understand. The Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is sitting on where? Karana ocean, causal ocean. So where it is? First the spiritual world we said Gologadam Nijadam Nitale Chatasya Devi Mahesh Haridam Asuteshu Teshu Tete Prabhav Nichya Pragatastrayan Govinda Mahadi Purusham Tamambhaj. Gologandavan below the Dwaraka, then no, Mathura, Jagannath Puri, Dwaraka, Ayodhya, Vaikunta. Between Vaikunta and the material universes, there is called Brahma Jyoti. Then you have Viraja River. Then material universes are there. So there, that the between material world and spiritual world, Brahma Jyoti, this ocean is called Karana Ocean. Karana Udaka ocean. This is water coming from where? From the Lord's skin pores, Karana. This water is also called, pay attention because many of these things are mentioned in very few places by Srila Prabhupada, by Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. This water, some places it is called, so coming from the pores, some places and it is called as spiritual. There is nothing material. So explicitly there is a verse called out. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, these elements are there in the spiritual world. They are all Chinmaya. In this material world, they are not Chinmaya. That means here duality is there. It's not spiritual. Like you are drinking water, sometimes water has no taste. But in spiritual, it is not like that. Everything is perfect, everything is transcendental, everything is spiritual. Even earth, water, fire, air, ether. Here it's not. So there it is spiritual. That water is also spiritual, the causal ocean. In one place it is explained as a virya of the Lord. Mm, It's not just water from the skin, but it is explained as a virya of the Lord. Everything of the Lord is transcendental. Here it's different in material world. So that is Karano. He is called super soul of all the all the universes. Because from his pores only universes are coming out. That is called super soul of all universes. That is the first starting point. Glancing all that he will explain, but first we have to understand there is the super soul word is used, but three different ways it is used. Karanodakasaya Vishnu is the super soul of all the material universes. That is the first Vishnu. Three Purusha avatar, first Purusha avatar. Then comes when these universes are expanded, then somebody has to enter and maintain it. That is again Garbhodakasa Vishnu is entering. So he is entering into each. So that is called super soul of that whole universe. Super soul of that each one universe. Every universe is the super soul of that universe. But Karana for all universes, because from his person breathing in, breathing out, these bubbles are coming. Bubble breathing in, breathing out. Uchvasana. Yesyaika niswasa kala mata valambe. Romante Vilaja Jagadantanaada Vishnur Sa Ihan. Yes, Kalavisesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhujam. That is the exact verse from Brahma Samhita. So there it's clear. Yesaiva Niswasitam is breathing. It has come from his breathing. Breathing in, breathing out, the universe are coming. Our breathing, only air will come. So that is his power. So those are universes. So that's why he's over all universes. Garbhodaya Vishnu, because he's entering into one universe. Each of the universe is entering, expanding everywhere. In all the material universe, each universe is entering. So that's the super soul of the each of those universes, not all. That specific universe. And then the third one is the super soul of each and every living entity. Kshirodaka Paramatma. Each and every. So, super soul of all universes is Karana, super soul of one universe is Garbhodaka, super soul of every living entity is Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. These three names are given like that. Now, the how this work, it is explained. That's this verse. You see that verse, and Prabhupada explains. Maya Bharta. Who is the maintainer? Who is the husband of Maya? Prabhupada explains different examples. Krishnadas Gaviraj Goswami giving a Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Prabhupada is quoting, giving explanation. Here, Maya Bharta means is the husband of this Maya, the external energy. So he's impregnating. Who is impregnating? Karanodakasaya Vishnu. Krishna is not directly in touch with at all. These three Purusha are somewhat touch. If at all you say that Lord Vishnu is in touch, these are the three Purushas. Neither Narayan nor Balram. Lord Krishna is not even directly in touch at all. So they are also indirectly in touch, but at least some relation is there because through them only this creation is happening. So Maya Aramanasya Vyogastaya Saha Atmana Ramaya Remitakta Kalam Susluddha. We explained from the seventh verse. So this verse is also like that. Maya Bharta. Prabhupada explaining that. Sankarshan is the spiritual leader of the spiritual world. Is a superintendent manager of the spiritual world. Because Balaram is in the spiritual world where in Golokunda. Rest of the places, the in the Vaikunta, who is that? Mula Sankarshan is the one carrying and doing many things. So his expansion here. So that is he is the manager. because just like any company, power of attorney is given, many place secretary, many like Prabhupada used to have secretary, everywhere has secretary. President has secretary, even every company has a chief executive assistant. Even the prime minister, every one of them has secretary. How much can you manage? Who's going to schedule the meetings? All that, when he'll be, all that is that done. So that here also Prabhupada explains like that. Sankarshan is that. And then further delegation is happening like that. So that's a Maya Varta. In this case, the delegation further, Mool Sankarshan has delegated this to further another further secretaries. Mm, Further delegation to these three Purusha avatars. So they are doing this particular work. So there it is explained clearly that this Maya, this Karana ocean and these elements, this material element, Pradhan, 24, 23 to 28 elements are not on the causal ocean. When he's glancing also, that glance is being given on these elements, but they are far distant away. Neither they are in the material world, nor they are in the causal ocean. Causal ocean is spiritual till that point. And then from far distant away, then these elements are there. Lord is sending glance, and then some boy is coming in picture, which I explained already. I'm not going to explain that further. But to clearly define it, it's not happening on the causal ocean. This glance is further, just like sun rays, where sun is there. Sun is all the way somewhere in is millions of miles. Prabhupada explains somewhere, some high, between Antariksha. From there, the whole universe is getting sun. So nothing else. If sun can do, sun is not the supreme personality of Godhead. Her is not Lord. He is called Surya Narayan because getting the energy from Narayan. That's why Surya Narayan. So toenails of effulgence he is getting. If he can do that, the whole universe is spreading. Then why through Sankarshan, through Karanodakasaya Vishnu, his glance can be much way beyond that glance can go through. It can go through. So that's how it is explained. So that we have to be clear. Many times we may confuse that this is happening on the causal ocean, but that is material, but this is spiritual. Then how it is mixed here in causal ocean? No, it is not mixed. The Ganga, that is also come from causal ocean. So because causal ocean itself is spiritual, one drop only came as Ganga from there. So that's why the earth, water, fire, air, these elements are there spiritual, they're all spiritual. Karana ocean itself is spiritual. No, that's why they even Garbhodagur, all these are spiritual world. We mentioned Vaikuntha is there even in the material world also. Kshirodaka said that Kshiro, even Brahma cannot even see Prabhupada's writing. Recently I read. He is going to the shore, but he cannot even see. He can hear. He can send the message. He can chant. Lord can hear. Lord is sending the message back in the heart, but he can't even see. We can understand. If Brahma cannot see what we can see, but that is also Vaikuntha. While it is in the material, so why Karana ocean cannot be in Vaikuntha? It's called Vaikuntha. Why it will be material? If the material world that planet who is there in Dhruva planet is also mentioned like that, and then Lord himself is sitting Kshirodaka, why it cannot be spiritual? So that's why this glance is been explained. And Prabhupada explained just like the woman is impregnated with a man, same way here Karano or Karanarnavasai is impregnating. His glance is that impregnation. Mm. Then these elements are activated. The Pradhan is unmanifested, the elements are Pradhan and unmanifested. Then the Maya Shakti, that glance, the Kala Shakti. So it Prabhupada explains, or Karan, Shridas Kaviraj Goswami is quoting the verse, Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya. Four things is mentioned. Man, it says Maya includes the time, where Kala Shakti is glance. Until the glance is going, the elements are there in dormant stage, but it is not active, it's not cooking, no activity is happening. So that's what the time is there. The activity can only come if the time is there. The glance is the time. Without until the glance is not happening, nothing is happening. So the glance is the time. So the time and then the providence. So time factor, the providence and the material nature, and then activity. The three modes of material, three modes of nature is there. So that is activity is cooking, started cooking. the different transformation, then different living, and some are good, some are in mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Accordingly, the human beings, all the aquatics, to all the different species, one by one is getting born. All these Prajapatis, whole 9 yards, one by one is getting generated. So this is all this pradhan, and then this to the gland, this second energy, Maya Shakti. That Maya Shakti includes, but they are all distant from the Lord. Lord is not directly in touch. Even Karma Vishnu is somewhat related, but is not in touch. He's only sending the glance. That glance is far, far distant away from the Karana ocean. Very clearly written in the purport by Prabhupada. And through that, then the work starts happening. When the glance is been given, delegated from him and his wife, consort Ramadevi, then through Shambhu and Durga Devi has taken into then they do their job. So then these gets activated in three modes of material nature. Start cooking, the time and activity started with the providence and the nature, and which includes all these 26 elements, karmendriyas, jnanendriyas, earth, water, fire, all panchamutas, all these elements are already there. We discussed many times. So all these are now started working in activation. So the ultimate, but the Karana of salvation, just like that, Prabhupada also giving the example, the potter and pot. Potter is the person is sitting there, but the pot is there, then he uses that whole mud and everything, that whole thing. Then finally pot comes after going through that whole process. Mm. But the behind, mud is not the primary cause. None of the tools are not the primary cause. What is the primary cause? So that's a Pradhan is not the primary cause. Neither all these four aspects or the Maya Shakti is not the primary cause. So Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is the primary cause. So just like the potter is the primary cause for the making the pot. Without potter, the all these nothing pot. You cannot get the pot. Same way. So that's how the Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suite Sacharacharam. Or he is quoting that Sarva Yonishu Kaunti. That verse is quoted. Who's the personality in the nine? We just reading 14th chapter 4th verse. We are reading in Bhagavad Gita last Friday. So that verse is specifically representing Karana, the Kasai Vishnu's glands. Sambhavanti Mahasam Mahabrahma Aham Bija Pradapita. Who's the seed given? In this case. Now it makes sense because we discussed three different ways the souls are created. Souls are there. Souls are generated. Souls are always there, but we understood as through Karana. Third, Balaram to mention. Yeah, Narayan, the Sankarshan, and then through these three Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. So that's how you can understand now. Sarva Yonishu Kaunte Sambhavante Murta, as per that verse quoted, and that verse is explained. Prabhupada is writing this verse and explaining for Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, how this is distant, far away, this Maya, and Maya has these four different aspects, elaborately explaining all these things, how this living entities is the seed giving father is the primary cause. So, Sarva Yonishu Kaunte Sambhavanti Murte Tasha Mahat Brahma Yoni. Yoni Mahat Brahma Aham Bija Pradapita. So he is impregnating through these glands and all these whole functions are working. He's delegated that. So that means so that we are being so the spiritual master representative, so that we are being delegated with the power. So Shakti. So just like the Lord is delegating the power, Lord Nityananda Ram, the power of attorney is delegating to these personalities further and further down, and the spiritual master is further delegation. We have to work under the who's the maintainer here? Maya Bharta. Who is ultimate cause, ultimate maintainer, ultimate husband? Karanodaka Sai Vishnu. There also another terms are used. The seventh chapter, beginning second verse, I think. Yeah, Yad Gnanam. What is the verse? Uh, seventh chapter, first verse. What is the first verse? Anybody remembers? That's no. Forgetting. Then the second verse is Yad Gnanam, the Gnana Vignana. That's how it comes. There it's phenomenal and numinous. In the translation, you will see that. For this case also, it is written these three Purusha avatars are explained as Virat, um, Hiranyagarbha, and then one more word, Karna. Karna. Karna is Karna was Gaya Vishnu. Garbha was Gaya Vishnu is Hiranyagarbha. Like from his navel only, the Brahma is born. And Virat, explained as well. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. In some places, Virat is explained partial manifestation of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu also. Because the Garbham Dadami Aham is telling in this verse and another verse also like that. You will see that. So in that way, there is Lord Karanodaka Sai Vishnu is the main cause of the seed giving father is here. Because he has to establish, give the seed, then only one can produce the action, reaction, the living entities come into this world. Different fathers are there. Through them, Prajapatis are there, but actual root cause is here. Original father is here, Sankarshana. So that's he is the main personality. So for this particular, that verse is going back to Skaranodaka. In this way, we understand these three persons. That means the delegation is being given, just like this has been delegation, then because he is the maintainer, because he is the husband, we have to follow. All living entities has to follow same way. But then the further delegation is given. Spiritual master is the representation and delegation of Lord Nityananda Ram. Now we have to work under because he is the master. Spiritual master is our protector and guardian and everything, maintainer. If we serve him and follow his instructions, and then we should also delegate and distribute, just like here Chan Prabhu is distributing his service to everyone, and he did also, which I explained. That Lord Nityan Balram so has expanded in these many ways. So these many expansion and further expanded the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu's expansion is Veerabhadra Goswami, Nityan Prabhu's son, wife of Vasudha, two wives, Nityan Prabhu, Vasudha and Janamata. Vasudha Devi and Nityan Prabhu's son is Veerabhadra Goswami. It's a big branch of Lord Nityan Prabhu. He has many disciples also. Jamatpur is his place. So he is Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So and he was a direct disciple of Jahnava Mata. Jahnava Mata is the instructor. He himself is big, but this is the instruction. Even the Lord, when he comes, he takes also, here in this case, Veerabhadra Goswami himself has taken guidance from Jahnava. So that is, for us also, it's very important. We have to surrender and submit to spiritual master and be under guidance, and we should function as a menial, humble servant, just like all whoever is under the guidance of Nityananda, Balaram are working. So just like Raghunath Das Goswami, uh, so has been delegated. Raghunath Das Goswami was able to get Krishna only by so Lord Nityananda Balaram, Krishna Das Goswami. So many examples you will see that. So that's the one has to work under the guidance of spiritual master, sadhu and guru, and further facilitate, guide, and share, distribute this knowledge, distribute whatever we are receiving. That is a very important point. Just like these three Purusha avatars, delegating and functioning perfectly well, taking care of the Sankarshan's job. Lord Mola Sankarshan is delegated to these three personalities. So everything is working under this direction. So Veerabhadra Goswami is such a spiritual master, and he had many disciples. One of them is Yadunatha Acharya, is one of the disciples, and many others as mentioned. And then another disciple, another great devotee is their Nityan Prabhu associate. There are 12 Gopalas. His name is called Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Gopal, or Abhiram Thakur. Generally, is called Abhiram Thakur. He's such a heavy personality that anytime he goes somebody's house, he offers obeisances. Whoever he sees, they die. So just by their head breaks, and it is like that. Such a powerful personality, Abhiram Thakur. Um, so the pastime is such that when Krishna and Balram one time they are playing in this is in Dwarka, Dwapar Yuga time. When they were playing, the Balram and Krishna, they all entered somehow or other when they remembered Navadvip, Nadia. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna remembered Nadia pastime, then that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastime. Svetadvip, because in Goloka Vrindavan also these pastimes are going on simultaneously. Radha Krishna pastime is there, Svetadvip, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda pastimes are all simultaneously going on. So while being in Vrindavan, Lord Krishna remembered, then entered, Krishna entered as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then they're all in the pastimes, everybody except one person. Nityananda also entered. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh, I forgot, they are all in cave. They are performing Govardhan and that cave they are in. They forgot one person, who is that Sridham. Sridham was forgotten. Sridham was there and Sridham was waiting. He is calling. Sridham was calling Balaram. They're all close. Balaram called Balaram to engage them, 12 Gopalas. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately called, calling Nityananda Ram. Please bring him, bring him. Then he said, who are you asking me to bring? Then he explained, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained. Remember, so the Sridham is there in the cave. You have to go and bring him. So then he went there. Then he tested because he is Nityananda Ram went in his cloth blue. Balaram is in white. So as Baladev, Balaram is white. As a Nityananda is in blue. So then he is you're not there. So how can I think that you are saying you are Balaram? Then how can I accept you as Balaram? Let us see. I'll give you a test. Whoever runs like as fast as me, only Balaram can run as fast as me. Let's see. And then they ran 4 times throughout Govardhan Parikram 4 times. Balaram could immediately be there next to him. He was able to catch up. Yes, now you are Balaram Balai. So I agree. Okay, what do I have to do? Oh, you have to come to Nadia. Oh, is it? How can I don't want to enter into anybody's home. That means I have to change. No, I don't want to do that. He said, no, you don't need to do anything. You just come as is. So everything will happen automatically. So then finally agreed, and Nityananda Balram brought him under the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Sridham became now your name because you are as good as Balaram, because both are competition and both are the power and everything. Sridham. These are all most Priya Narmasaka, Sridham, Subhal, two others. They're very close to Krishna and Balram. So you will be called as Abhiram. Abhiram, almost same as Balaram. Very close, very intimate. So that's how this. That's why he has so very powerful. Abhiram Gopal, Abhiram Thakur. So this is one of the pastime from Krishna Balram Lila, Dwarka Lila, uh, or Dwapar Yug Lila. So to Gaur Lila, it has manifested like this special pastime is being described by our acharyas. So anyway, so in this way you can understand these three Purusha avatars: Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, no, Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. This Maya can be understood. Prabhupada explained in many different ways. Explain Maya means which is not the reality. So Prabhupada explaining that Maya is just like the you can think the water becoming frozen. Right now, the earlier snow showers was there. Water becomes frozen. It becomes ice. Ice means it is not natural. It is abnormal. So it has transformed into the something which is not. Water is supposed to be liquidy. So, but it has transformed into ice. That's not a normal state. The same way we are also we are captured by Maya. We are not in a normal state. We are supposed to be Jivya Sarupa Nitya Krishna Das. We are supposed to be identifying as servant of Krishna all the time. But many times we are not remembering that. We are forgetting. So that means we are captured by Maya. We are after so we are also under the illusory, powered by the, or attracted or captured by the illusory energy of the Lord. That's why we submit, we pray every time. Prabhupada told, whenever I offer my obeisance, I always pray to the Lord, let me not be attracted by your illusory energy. Prabhupada always has told us that. Because it's so strong. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya. So that way, but who is the control here? Nityanand Ram. So that's why we take shelter of Guru, and so Adi Guru is the Lord Nityanand Ram. By his power, by spiritual master power, then we can actually be situated in our original consciousness, not captured by the illusory powers. Otherwise, it's very difficult. So that is why he's Aja Anda Sangha, multitude of universe, because he's producing from his breathing in, these universes are coming out. He can do that. from Garbhodak Sai Vishnu also without female counterpart. Either neither Karana or Sai Vishnu could do that without. His wife consort is there, but he is not engaged mm, for that. Producing these universes, no, she is not needed. Neither Garbhodak Sai Vishnu needed for a Brahma to be born. Not needed. For him, everything is trans, anything Lord can do. And then Kshirodhika Sai Vishnu everywhere he expand. Ekopi asau rasaitum jagadanta koti met chakshurasti jagadanta jaya. Andantarastu paramanu chayantarastam 35 verse, I think, Brahma Samhita. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That is for Kshirodhika Sai Vishnu. He expanded, he entered into each and every atom, expanded into each and every, he entered into each and every living entity as Paramatma. This is only in the material world. There is no need of, and is there in also in demigod. All living entities from aquatic to moving, non-moving, everywhere is there. If in every atom, then why not is there in a demigod? Why not is there in a mountain and stone? Is there everywhere, but only in the material world. Because in the spiritual world, you're directly seeing either you're seeing Narayana or Ramachandra or Lord Krishna, then why do you need a Paramatma there? Uh, When you're seeing directly, when you're interacting, when things are being revealed, everything is spiritual. And the spiritual world, why do you need Paramatma? You don't need. Only in the material world you need. So he also cannot give you the instruction until living entities turns towards the Supreme Lord, towards to him, the Lord. Then only when he takes shelter of the Maya Bharta, in this case, the spiritual master and the Lord, then Lord will start instructing, revealing. He becomes obligated. So in the Samudra Manthan pastime also, Lord Brahma is telling that we are situated in mode of goodness. Even for us, when we are situated in mode of goodness itself, as a demigod, Brahma and Indra and all of us, we have, we itself, we can't even see the Lord. We sometimes we cannot even understand the Lord. Uh, what to speak of those who are situated in a mode of passion and ignorance, those are asuras or other living entities, other species of life. How even how difficult for them. It's a gone case. We ourselves has a issue with that. Many times we can understand, we can see. So mode of goodness. Imagine if you operate on the lower modes, we can't even understand anything because Lord will not, because He's not, so He's not instructing, He's not revealing. So that's why we can, unless Paramatma reveals Paramatma. So that's why that energy, strength, everything. That's why we have to pray regularly. Please give me a spiritual strength and intelligence so that I can serve, because either we forget or we can't wake up all these things, because that is all within our capacity. But somebody else, higher power, has to give the capacity. If we pray, then through that power, so by our actions, then if you're really desiring it, then Lord can actually give us. And that's why He is the Maya Bhakta. In that sense. So that's why we have to totally depend on Him, because if the whole creation, everything, whatever we are getting, from his breathing, everything is happening through him. These three Purushas who are the manifestation of Lord Balaram, whole delegation, everything is working under his direction. Pradhan, Mahatattva, everything, you name it. Whole end to end, the whole functionality. Phenomenal, numinous. There it is. The numinous is Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, phenomenal is so Virat. So because whatever you see, this attractive, glaring Virat Rupa means everywhere. Thousands of eyes, thousands of legs, everywhere is there. The Swarup, Virat Rup. So that is phenomenal. That is Karana, Kshirodaka Sai. And then the numinous is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Because he is the source of the universe. Without him, the universe cannot itself maintain. He is there lying down. Is holding, is maintaining that universe. So Kshirodaya Vishnu is maintaining the each and every living entity as a super soul. Because when the person leaves, then super soul also leaves. So super soul is not there in that body. So that's how it is. So that's why soul is always Lord is there. So with us, but he can only interact, he can only guide, he can only especially instruct, give suggestions, revelation, everything. If we surrender to the Maya Varta, if we understand that everything in this world, including seed giving Father, is our original Father, is the original maintainer, original is controlled everything. So in this way we can understand these three Purusha avatars are the actually. a real cause. So in some places, we will see that all the incarnation, Matsya, Purna, Varaha, Narasimha, even Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, are coming through this Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. It explains. Doesn't mean that Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is the avatari and then everybody is avatar. No, it says because he is the in this each in the universe is there as a Paramatma is there that through him. So all the universe comes out. So you can say that he'll merge. So just like Devaki was Dev, so Lord Vasudeva Krishna appeared, then Vasudeva Krishna form merged into uh, the Syam Sundar Krishna form. When Vasudeva couldn't see it, but Shastra explained both simultaneously appeared, but Vasudeva Krishna form when he brought and kept there, only one personality was there, that is Syam Sundar Krishna. So like that, through him, through Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, all these incarnations are coming out. So it doesn't mean that he is the source. Just like the Rudras are born from Brahma, doesn't mean that Brahma is the in this material world he is the father. Doesn't mean that actually he now Lord Shiva has become Jiva Tattva and then Brahma is Jiva Tattva, but Lord Shiva is above. Is the above Jiva Tattva. Is not actually Jiva. Brahma is Jiva Tattva category. So that's it. So we have to understand very carefully. Phenomenal, numinous, Jnana and Vijnana, who is the source behind it. Because the universe is functioning, because Garbhoda Visaya Vishnu is there, that's it. Then through him, the Brahma is born, all living in the whole function. Then 14 planetary system, all these things are coming after. So the globe is there, the maintaining is there. Then Brahma has been delegated, okay, now you do whatever, however you want to expand, you know four heads. That's why so is limited here, and big universe are there, much more detail. So I don't know what details is there because we have not been there. So there also in another, also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this through I think through this Abhiram Gopal there also it explained that when this pastime happens, so when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appears, comes also comes with his associates, 64 Mahantas. Uh, word is used. Prabhupada writing in the purport. 64 months, 64 main personalities, so main key associates, 64 of them. So others may be there, but these are always there. 64 Mahantas. Another one also mentioned, I forget, but 64 Mahantas. Yeah, through them only he performs, just like Radha and Krishna perform Ashtakali Leela. Like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performs also his Leela. So they are there, just like the principal gopis, Ashtasakis, Radha Madhav Ashtasaki, Radha Samson Ashtasaki. So eight of them are principal. Like that, 64 Mahantas. And that means Rupa Goswami is around the 60 Goswami is there. So like that, the 64 of them. I heard the 64, a few other places also. I have to refer to it. Where else? What other details you can find? So we'll come back try to find. So I read it, but I don't remember. So 64 Mahantas as well when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming, just like Radha and Krishna comes with gopis, his close associates. Some may be there, may not be there, each and every pastime, but the main key associates are always there. So the close associates whenever the Lord appears. Like that for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the 64 Mahantas are always there. That's how it is written. Anyway, so that is what about these three personality. Much more, lots of philosophy. So, but at least the essence and crux has been given. So about these three Purusha avatars, how things are happening. But everything is distance. This Maya, this sexual energy, the glands, the elements, everything. This is happening in a far distant, just like the sun rays falling, and still heat, light, everything is working. So like that, you can understand the glands. Because this is the sun also. These rays are coming from toenails all the way from spiritual world. Imagine, because Lord has that power. Our power is so limited. We need even that laser. Even with that, we can see the projector where the laser is there. That is our material. Our eyes are like that. It doesn't have power. If Lord gives power, like He has given Arjuna's power, that's why he can see Viswarup, he can see. So when He took him to Vaikuntha, also He could not see. Then he has to release Sudarshan Chakra, then he could see. Otherwise, everywhere illusion only, into the darkness only he could see. So when he released Sudarshan Chakra, then he could see everything. So the front. So that's why everything Lord has to provide for this world and for us to move ahead with one pointed focus, one exclusive shelter. That's why we have to take Guru and Krishna every day, day after day. Then our practice can be successful and we can do it consistently. And we can do it with enthusiastically. We can do it with patience and great determination, just like the three Purusha avatars are doing. This is unendingly going on. Cycle is going on. So it's not ending. This universe finished again. Goes Abdomen Mahavishnu. These three Purusha avatars only. It's going coming out again. This is going cycle. Chakra is going forth. Yugas finished again. Starts Satyuga. This so you can understand how much work that is. But they are able to. They're consistently doing it. So not moving here there. Exactly, it's going at its time. So provided if we get the strength from the Lord and His Lord's representative, then we can also do it consistently every day. That means we can also remember 24 by 7, we can remember Krishna as well. When we, when we become fully taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord's representative, then we can also operate fully Krishna conscious. So to come to that, we have to gradually practice it so regularly. Practice it, practice, increase and increase and increase. So that is the essence. And if anyone has a question, we didn't chant six ashtakam, but anyway, time is up. Anyone has a question or comment? Well, if not, we'll stop here.